What's going on, everybody? It's Matt, aka the Lumberjack Landlord, talking with my good buddy here, Mike Zuber from One Rental at a Time. How's life on the left coast?
Things are pretty good. Thank you very much. It's Saturday, right? Oh, no, wait, it's Friday.
No, Mike, I can attest to it. It's Friday. This is purely my lunch break.
Gotcha.
I couldn't think of a more effective way to spend my lunch break. I definitely don't need to eat more food. So it kind of works out. But Mike, third topic for us today, after we covered rental red flags and the eviction moratorium potentially being expired and all the political drama around that, is talking through, as we look at landlords that are finally getting to the point where they say, you know what, if this eviction moratorium actually is over, finally getting things through the process, next 30, 60, 90 days, they're getting these bad tenants out that hadn't paid, maybe had destroyed the place, maybe weren't treating it right. And, we talked about the fact that, they're going to have to spend some money, and there's going to be, we think, a pretty decent number of people that are just going to kind of raise that white flag and just say, now's the time to sell. Kind of walk me through what you believe that decision process is going to be for the typical mom and pop landlord.
Yeah. So again, what people don't really realize is mom and pop investors make up the lion's share of affordable rentals, right? The context of this is mom and pop is somebody who owns less than 10 units. Most of those are going to be single family duplexes, tris, and quads. And, a lot of these folks have owned them for decades, right? We're talking about people now in 2020 who bought them in the 90s, right? Maybe even bought them in the 80s.
Yeah.
And, life has seasons, and a lot of owners have them free and clear. A lot of them, are in the last quarter of their life, and they're going to be faced with a choice. The next 5 months, I believe we're going to have some people that are in that situation go, I'm done, right? They've suffered through a year of non-payment and stress and stuff. They've lost a lot of money, or at least maybe they didn't even lose money, right? They were made whole, but the stress factor was through the roofs. Sure. And then you have the reality that taxes are going to go up because we can't stop spending as a federal government. And some of these people are like, you know what? I've got a decade, 2, maybe 3 left. I'm sitting on an asset now that's, worth substantially more than I paid. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life, and I'm going to remove problems. And, because again, right, you get this tenant out. This is just the mindset of an owner. And I talk to them all the time, right? I'm upset. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm being taken advantage of. Okay. The person taking advantage of you is finally out. You either made whole or you're not, but you're still got that memory of being taken advantage of. Then you walk inside your unit, and it's happened to me many times. And you go, oh my God, I can't believe they destroyed my unit. Yeah. Right. This is my baby. I've had it forever. I got to spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 because somebody was mean on purpose. Then they fix it. Now they're staring at their pretty thing, but they still have the memories. My suspicion is if you're north of 65, certainly north of 70, you're going to make this strategic call. I'm done. Because what are we still staring at? We're still staring at pretty low inventory, and certainly low inventory of affordable homes. That's the part of the market that's not performing because there's no inventory. You're going to look at this as an owner going, I think I'm done. And you're going to sell this year because you're going to pay cap gains of 20%, not 45. And so again, the owners will walk off to the sunset. They're going to pay a little bit of money to the IRS, but their life, they will feel better, less stress. But here's the problem. I work in the affordable housing market. That's all my inventory. And I hear the stories, and I see just naturally dwindling inventory. But because the federal government has come in and messed with an efficient market, they're about to pay the big price. I think we're going to lose 20% of affordable housing, and we're going to lose 20% of the supply right when demand goes up. And when that happens in any other efficient market, supply and demand mean prices go up. So I think rents are going to go through the roof, and that's on top of already a 7 or 8% jump in the last year. So it's not a good story. The efficient market was messed with, and now there's going to be a heavy price to be paid.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, for this year, Mike, kind of across, and, for us, we raised some of our rents a little bit, some of our rents a lot of bit. But when it was all said and done, I think the average across the portfolio, I've never seen a number like this. It was double digit.
Yeah. And dude,
11%.
I think it's just starting. I think you do 11% on 11% on 11%, year after year, and that compounds, right? You get the compounding effect. It's all because we're going to lose supply.
That's right.
And let's be clear, we're not building any, right? I mean, that's the other problem, right? People, anything being built above the median. So yeah, having grown up, been raised in an environment where affordable housing was it. I'm not left feeling comfortable. I feel bad. But it's the price to be paid for messing with the market, unfortunately.
Sad but true. And I think the other thing too that I'm seeing, Mike, is in my market, one of the things I actually look at is compression and differential of a single family unit versus a duplex, each unit in the duplex, each unit in the triplex, each unit in the quadplex. And then look at how that rent compares to a triple or a dupe or a quad or a single unit, right?
Yeah.
And so typically you probably got a 30% premium for a single family home.
Okay.
And now it's less than 10%.
See, that's a red flag, right? Because what are you left with, right? You're left with units, right? Yep. 2s, 3s, and 4s. And right. Yeah, man,
well, now people are saying good enough, right? Hey, just so long as I'm not in a building with 45 or 60 or 80 or 100 other people, just so long as I don't have a party wall on each side and a party ceiling and a party floor. And when I say party, it means that's what you call a shared wall, is because it always sounds like there's a party on the other side. Yeah. And so they're looking at it and just saying, hey, listen, if I can just get one party wall down the middle, it's good enough. It's good enough. And so that's some of the stuff that we've seen in that from that perspective, has been that compression, because they're saying, yeah, it's one party wall. Sure, I'd love a single family home, but I just rented a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, single family home in the last 60 days for $3,250 a month.
What would that have gone for 2 years ago?
22.
Oh, wow. 50%.
Yeah. 22, 23. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, folks, if you want to do the one rental at a time thing, I can't imagine a better time. Cheap 30-year money.
Yep.
Rising rents. More housing slowdown is real, more inventory coming. It's kind of the perfect time to do your homework, right? You take advantage of the market you've been given, right? You may not like it, but believe me, I'm going to buy as many single families as I can.
What you're not looking for is a major high or major down or even flat. None of that stuff matters. What really truly matters is the income, the cash flow. That's what matters, is the cash flow. And what you find is the best markets to be in are the inefficient ones.
Exactly.
And this market over the next 3 to 6 months, I believe will be one of the least efficient markets from the perspective of supply coming on that can't be priced well enough or quickly enough. The varying grades, right? Because there are going to be some of those landlords, mom and pops, that say,
it's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just done. I want out. Forget it. I'm done. I want out. And we, Mike, we just did that, a deal that they had put on the market for $399. They put it on about 60 days ago. They took one small price reduction, and I get a call from, and this is the importance of network as your net worth and a lot of things that you teach. So network is your net worth. And then the other piece was people understanding what your buy box is.
Yeah.
I got a call from a tenant's boyfriend. And he works in the finance field, but he works on off-market deals. And so he had found a deal, didn't want to put the deal together for himself, and said, hey, I think this is, something that you would be interested in. I said, sure. This is Tuesday at noon, right after our session together. Excuse me. I go take a look, walk through. Place needs a little bit of work, but quite frankly, it's not too bad. The funny thing is that we go through it kind of back and forth. It was, like I said, $399. We put together an all cash deal because I understood what the situation was. They just wanted out because they spent the last 60 days having one deal after another fall out. And they ended up coming back. And so we gave them an all cash offer at $270 off of $399.
Wow.
And I didn't want to insult them, but I just said, guys, with what needs to be done, I'll do no inspections. I'll do no work. We can close in 15 days. We can just get this deal done for you guys. Went through, we eventually settled on 287.5.
There you go.
And this is a 3-bed, 1-bath on each side duplex. I'll put probably 25,000 bucks worth of work into it to give it my template.
Yep.
And so I'll be a little over 300 into it, and it will appraise for 4.25 all day long. The rents will be 2,000 bucks a month aside.
This is what I want people to realize. We're coming off a market where where junk sold at retail. We're not in that market anymore. There's stuff sitting, go get it. I mean, people, there's like, I don't know if you saw it in the Facebook group, our private group for the course.
Yeah.
Somebody was going to buy a house. They saw it. This, that, the other thing, it sat for 60 days. They wanted to offer 95, but the realtor told them no. It ends up closing. It closed at 90.
Oh, you're fired, realtor.
Yeah, that's exactly my first line. First off, fire the realtor.
Yes.
Learn the lesson, right? Because you can never guess the seller's motivation.
Right.
Don't bother. Write the offer. Write the offer.
Yeah. I mean, this guy did a great job. So for him, he makes a quick, I think 7,000, 8,000 bucks.
Nice.
For making a phone call and bringing an investor to a deal that he knew my buy box, generally speaking, brought me to the deal. I got a deal. I am thrilled that he's making a few thousand bucks, 7, 8, 9 grand, whatever. I'm ecstatic at the number that I got this thing locked in at. It is a absolute no brainer. New roof in the last 3 years, new furnace in the last 2 years. Wow. Like this thing is ready, dialed in. It just needs a little bit of lipstick. And it's going to be I need to do kitchens, but I can do those for pretty reasonably priced. And I can do nice custom kitchens. So just
time to do the work, folks.
Exactly. It's so important that you have your buy box and that you're doing those reach outs, building your network, having those conversations with people and just saying, hey, and don't just then leave it up to them to make the phone call. Reach out to them every 30 days.
Follow up. Exactly.
Reach out to them every 30 days. Hey, have you seen anything fall out recently? Hey, have you seen anything fall apart? Any deal fall apart because of financing or because someone lost their job or whatever? Any of that stuff, because in all likelihood, somebody might be able to just go quickly fill the hole and get that deal done. You'll get the leak to stop.
Yeah, so totally agree. Awesome.
I implore people to do the work. So Mike, how can everybody find you to get more of this awesome information?
Do me a favor, go to your Google search bar and type in one rental at a time, and you should get lots of YouTube and Instagram and the book and all that stuff.
Awesome. So guys, as I always say, Mike and I spend a ton of time coming up with amazing, awesome topics that we experience on a daily basis to make sure that it's relevant to you. So please make sure you hit that subscribe. We'd love to see that. And I finally, Mike, I'm over 600 subs, which is still embarrassing. But we will get to 1,000 sooner or later by hook or by crook, or by, hiring people from, doing Bitcoin, since they can't do that in China anymore. And we'll just have them start subbing. I'm kidding, of course. But we continue to create this awesome content for you. So please subscribe and put down in the comments down below if you want us to do other additional topics. We're always happy to take those ideas because we're here for you, because heaven knows we're not here for the paycheck.
There you go.
Mike, thanks so much for the time. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day and weekend.